Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So, I did cinnamon French toast with syrup, butter, ham, my favorite yogurt, vanilla yogurt, and coffee. So yesterday, Los Pondic had I got a big package of chicken, so I took half of it and I made a chicken pot pie. I cooked the chicken and then I did celery and onion, and I cut up the potato and boiled it a little bit before putting it in because I didn't want raw. I would have probably cooked, but I cut it up in like how you would do a chowder, in cubes sort of thing, and put that in, and I put some margarine and some milk, and I put flour, mixed it together. I put salt and pepper and poultry spice, like the sage and savory sort of thing, and frozen vegetables. Cooked that up really, really good. I did a one layer, top layer crust. I didn't do the bottom. And I did the old-fashioned crumble one it's really crumbly, and you just use flour, vegetable oil, salt, and milk. And you get the texture, and then not really like a pie crust texture. You gotta put it on a wax paper, and so I put the chicken mixture at the bottom and that on top, and then I don't slice. I just take a fork and then I put oil on top of it and cook it in the oven. So we had that. So the other half of the chicken, I'll do chicken Alfredo. We got paninis instead of fettuccine. We got paninis, noodles. She got the bottle of I think it's 3 cheese Alfredo. I'll cook up the chicken that first, and then because I don't think that one's not like the garlic, so I'll put some garlic and salt and pepper and cook the chicken up, cut them in cubes, and then I'll do the paninis, drain them, put the chicken in it, and then that's like about a half hour. Very fast and simple. Very fast. So I didn't have to walk Leah. Her friend went to school, so they drove her. I think she dropped the friend off and then they walk. But Ian, in the wintertime when it's minus 40 or whatever, he can always she can come here instead of them walking. They can wait for him to come home, and then he can drive them to the school when it's really cold. Because the mother doesn't drive. Yeah. And I just keep on looking at the job bank. Man, it's cold out there though. Hopefully he don't have to pick me up a coffee. He did yesterday because I came back late and I asked him to, but I don't need a coffee. He gets off work and he always calls LaFonda, so he always calls and see if she wants a coffee or a sandwich muffin or something. A wrap. Yeah, that'd be good in the wintertime because the mother just drops off Leah's friend. They won't be late. They're outside when he's at the door. It's only a 2-minute drive. But on those cold days, mornings, at 3 o'clock it warms up, so there'd be nothing to walk home. This morning, and you got so much traffic, it's cold out there. I had to put my hood on coming back, but I walked up the main road too. I put my hood on. She wore her hood all the way there, that's good. Yesterday morning, she put her hood on. Her friend had a little cough or whatever yesterday, but it's going around. Everybody's getting it. It's fall. Fall and spring. Those are the two times that the air is thicker. Everything's thicker. It's just I used to get really sick in the fall. From September until the end of October. November start, either it has to be cold or it has to stay cold or stay warm, you know. But one day it's warm, one day it's hot, one day it's warm. It's all in the air. But I guess her mom was sick too, so her mama stayed home. Didn't want to drive them. I'm glad Leah didn't follow her and she went to school because it's hard to get caught up in your work when you're missing days of school like that. What grade was it? It was still in elementary. I think it was grade 5. Going into grade 6. When I went to school every day. Even if I was sick, I went to school every day. Now, they all knew that Mom only had grade 3, so she couldn't help me. But there were a lot of homework at home. To take home. And if you didn't have a parent to help you. Anyways, so got in June got the report card and they passed me on condition to go into grade 6. Mom called them up, wanted to know what this condition was. They said they would put me through, and the only reason why they're doing this, the only reason, is where I went to school every day. I showed effort. I might not have got my homework done because I didn't have anyone to help me at home. They expect the parents to help you back then. Anyway, but they said the only reason why they were doing that is because I went to school every day. Every day. They would have just flunked me. But the condition was they give me a month to see if I could handle the work or whatever. So, I forget the name of the teacher. She was a bad lax anyway. But Mom said, well, why did she fail? She went to school every day. And she said, well, she wasn't getting her homework done. She said, I don't understand why she didn't get her homework done. She said, because I always have supper ready when she gets off the bus. And she does her homework for an hour after. An hour, half hour, whatever. They said, well, she's not getting it done. And she said, well, I see her at the table. Now this woman, Mom went to that school, this woman even taught, I think she taught Mom one of those grades. I forget which teacher it was, but she was a ding-dong. Anyway, she said, is it too much homework? That's what's going on. And then she said, well, if she needs help or something, she's not getting it, she didn't understand it or something, I don't know. Mom said, you expect me to teach her? You guys know I only went to grade 3. She failed grade 1 once, grade 2 twice, grade 3 3 times. She was going in grade 4 and she was almost 15 years old, like she quit school. And they knew that. Mom said, you get paid to teach. She said, I didn't teach her anything. She's past my level, because I was grade 5. She could help me in grade 1, 2, and 3. But grade 5, no, I'm past her level. She didn't get to grade 5. She said, you guys all know that I didn't get to grade 5. You're going to have to give her extra help if she needs, because I can't show her. Grade 5 I would have been. Yeah, Dad and Mom separated when I was 10, almost 11. So, I mean, Dad, if he would have been there, he would have been able to help me. Math and all that was okay. I didn't need any help with math. My math was always, but they did it conditional, and then, but Mom went in the first day of school, grade 6. She didn't talk to the teacher in front of the classroom. Thank God, because she's the type, she didn't care. She said, now she's in here, I was saying there, make you feel embarrassed now. She said, she's in this grade on condition. She said, you guys are going to have to help her because I can't help her with her homework. So they made sure that, but, see, some teachers don't send homework home. A teacher I had in grade 6, I was lucky because she said, I don't give them much homework. So, it's not that I got it wrong, I just didn't do it. If I didn't know it, I didn't do it, and I left it blank. Because teacher was saying to Mom, oh, well, she needs more time. She said, need more time? Do you want her to spend 3-4 hours doing homework? To the grade 5 teacher. She said no, she should get it done in an hour. She said, well, I see her at the table. And she's there for a good hour. And Mom wasn't afraid. She would say, you know, I only got a grade 3 education. Like, everybody knew Mom had a grade 3 education because she let... But she did go to school for 6 years. It just, she... Anyways. Yeah, she met Dad at 15. She was going out to the dance. If she was 15, looked 18. So can you imagine? Someone looking like they're 18 going into grade 4. His dad was 25 or 35 and looked 25. So they didn't look off. They didn't look off. She looked 10 years older and he looked 10 years younger. So they always, and they were 10 years apart. He was 10 years older, but they always looked the same age. Dad kept his youth, looking his youth for a long time. Because even Audrey, they were 25-year different. Audrey always looked a lot older too than what she was. And now, I mean, she's only what, 64 or something? She looks 80. So when she aged too. Yeah. Audrey's the second wife there. But, yeah. She started looking older than Dad. When they separated, they were together for what? 18 years? 19? 18 or 19. Mom, Dad, they were together for 14. But anyway, I don't think he was with Loretta that long. They got married. He was married to Loretta. That's Dean's mom. I don't think they were together that long. Loretta had a kid before and had Dean and the baby and Bridget. See, I was getting Betty and Bridget. He has 3 by Loretta. He met Bridget. I guess that's what Audrey said when Dad passed away. I forgot about Bridget, see? Because I knew they were Wade or Wayne or whatever. He was an infant. And then they were Dean, and I met Betty. Betty, Dean's mother, Loretta, she was a couple years older than Dad. She had a kid that her mother she was quite young when she had Betty. I think she was like 15, 16 or something. Something happened there, but the parents ended up keeping Betty and raised Betty. Loretta's strange back then, eh? The baby that died, Mom was pregnant, 16. And then she had me at 18, 2 years later. Yes, that's back in those days. Yeah, but Mom always looked older. She met Dad at the dance. She'd go to the dance. I don't think she drank much then. They just went and danced, her and her friend. But I don't think they did much drinking. I don't think the women drank back then that much. She did in her older years when she started going to the Legion and she was legal to dance or dance. But I don't know for sure. I never asked her, but I know she did drink a lot. So, that's about it. That's my story for the day. But that's why I always said, go to school every day. Because if I wouldn't have went to school every day, they wouldn't have gave me that condition. They would have just flunked me. Then Mum would have went in and she really would have taken a fit about the homework and whatnot. But still, I don't think she could have got me past that one. Unless she yelled through the school, I only got grade 3 and the cops would have to come and take her away or something. Maybe she'd get away with it, but she didn't have to because she just told them, you know, I only went to grade 3. How am I supposed to help her with her homework? She wouldn't know what that condition was. I was told I failed, see, so I went home crying. Mum said, what's wrong with you? I said, I got my report card, but I failed because I seen all the F's. I didn't see graduate or graded, no, it didn't even say graded. It said not even passed. It was a word that on condition, next level on condition or something, and Mum didn't even know what that meant. So she said, because it was quite a big word. I don't think it was, I forget the word now. It was on condition anyway. Not pass, because she would have known to pass or graded. They couldn't put something simple like that, you know. Advancement or something on condition. Now I know what advancement is now, but talking to a 10-year-old or you write it down, they don't know. Advancement on condition or something like that. And Mum called them up. Why did she get all these F's and da-da-da-da? But, because I was always A and B. I didn't even like getting a C, and then I got all these in grade 5. I was like, I think grade 6 is supposed to be the hardest, but I'm pretty sure I stayed at elementary. I didn't go to middle school. Middle school 7, 8, and then high school was 9, 10, 11, and 12. So it had to be grade 5, but everybody always said grade 6 and 11 is hard. If a kid is going to want to quit, it'd be in grade 6 or 11. So, but I'm pretty sure it was grade 5 because I stayed, because it was a, oh yeah, she let everybody know she only had grade 3. Glad she could sign her name. She could write the script, whatever they call it there. She had a good handwriting, but I think she learned that from Granny. Her mother, my grandmother, oh my God, she had the nicest writing. Or do they call it cursive? If you used the font sans there, sans or whatever, a written one for a font, Granny's it was like that. Cursive. Cursive? She had a nice scripted writing. Mum was nice. Not like Granny's, but she had a good handwriting. Didn't know how to spell nothing. She knew her name, and she knew the little things because, like I said, she did go to school, so she knew how to spell cat and dog and simple stuff, but she couldn't read. She could read a little bit, but A lot of people say, oh, they can't read and write. Well, she could write. She knew her alphabet. She knew how to read a little bit. Get her by. Yeah. Anyhow, so that's about education. That's why I always said, go to school every day. Because it really makes a difference. They wouldn't have passed me, I'm telling you. She said the only reason why we're giving her on condition, passed on condition, is because she went every day, and we know that she had to, because I sit there, I wouldn't talk, I wouldn't play in the classroom, so I mean, and I wasn't reading a book, or there were no cell phones back then, no distractions, so I was in the classroom, so, but yeah, and then I had no problem. They put me grade 6, had no problem. But they didn't make me bring any homework. I had no homework. I had to do everything in class because they knew not to play around with Mom. Because she would have went in there and they would have had to call the cops because she said, if you're going to give her on conditions and it's going to be the same as what it is now, well, she's going to flunk. She said, because Eddie's not here. You guys know that. She has no one to help her with her homework. So, yeah. No, they didn't want to play around with Mom. But, anyhow, so that's all my rambling about. But, yeah, it makes a big difference if you attend school. So you guys all have a good day and stay safe, and it's cigarette time.